What is up? It is Saturday, November 27th, 3 p.m., and now at this late hour, my workday commences. Yesterday, I was at a sort of a event for Christmas, and for a brief moment, I was scrolling on LinkedIn, and I saw this post by Leila Hermosi, who's Alex Hermosi's wife, and it mentioned how before they actually achieved success for many, many months and years, they had to live on $1,000 a month. And then they obviously achieved their humongous level of success that they're at. And what that reminded me of was right now, if you are behind a lot of your competition and you see a lot of these people doing far, far better than you, and most of that is true. Like online, there's people literally crushing it. Like people are hitting $1 million months and doing crazy things that we could have never envisioned many, many years ago before you actually entered the business space. And what that post reminded me of is things are the way they are because there's a reason behind them. And with that being said, hope is never lost because leverage is a thing. And what I mean by leverage is for every hour of work that you or someone on your team puts in, there is a certain multiplication of the outcome that results from that work. So let's say you put in 1 hour, you get 5 out. So that is a concept of leverage. And the way Hermosi acquired a lot of his leverage was Facebook ads. For every $1 you put in, you get a certain return on the ad spend. And if you want to do something like content, it can create massive amounts of leverage. Because for every 1 hour that you put into making content, as your brand gets bigger and bigger, you end up reaching more and more people. And with that reach, you get more traffic. And with the traffic, you close more sales. And then with the more sales, you make more money, thus catching you up to whoever your competitors are. Alright, so I just realized I made a slight mistake because for the last 3 days now, I've been editing the same short form video, which sounds a little bit outrageous, but it's because I started over editing it, meaning most of the time what my edits look like is very, very simple. It's just icons that pop up and down alongside some variation in the captions, and then the icons would be related to whatever it is that I'm saying. Same with the captions, like if I drop like a punchline or something like that, then they would like turn into like a different font. But basically, I spent way too long with one specific video, and then on top of that, I need to be able to remember the lesson that people watch my content for a certain reason. They don't watch my short form content because of the editing, they watch my short form content because they like what I'm talking about in the videos and they can actually see some sort of value in it. And then when it comes to these type of videos, I know that people watch them. Maybe people like my personality in some sort of way. Another one is that people can get a window into my life so that when I achieve larger amounts of success, both me and them can look back at everything that I've been able to do or done to achieve them. Another reason is that it's a journal for me to talk about my thoughts. And then overall, it's a lot more effective for both me and you to be able to have me not just talk about theory, but instead actually do what I talk about and then film that process. So overall, understanding the reasons and the objectives behind all your pieces of content is something that's very, very, very key, especially when you get down to the sales of your business, because you're going to notice, especially if you have a sales team, if your marketing is wrong, a lot of people won't even be problem aware. So then the salesperson will have to run them through the entire process of being problem aware and feeling the pain associated with that problem before they become solution aware. And then after they become solution aware, the salesperson is then going to have to differentiate themselves from, or like your product, from all your other competitors, and also the person that is the potential consumer. Because the potential consumer or the potential client can just run off and say, I want to do this on my own, and not use your product, because that's like a possibility. If marketing struggles, going through the steps of like problem aware, product aware, then the salesperson is eventually going to have to catch up for you. So that's why if you really want to market at a high level, you have to understand exactly what each piece of content, what purposes it has, and then that way you can distribute your content appropriately. It's currently 10 p.m. so sleep schedule is officially fixed, because now I know I'm going to be able to wake up at 5 a.m. if I go to sleep right now. See you tomorrow. Peace.